football players when they've left their institution. And he's been able to do that and win championships. One of the most interesting things he said to me during this whole process was the fact that guys that he coached at Blinn Junior College have come back and adopted his football program at Sam Houston. That's a pretty interesting thing. We all know what it means to us when we see Tracy Ham and Tim Durden and Jason Foster, some of the greats that have played here. When they come back on this campus, we know what that means. But this is their campus. For young people from another school to come back and embrace a head coach who's working at a school that they didn't go to, that speaks volumes about the relationships that a head coach can build with his players. When you look at what he's done, he's been able to win with other people's players. He's been able to recruit and win with his players. That's a key important stat when you're out looking for a head coach. He had one of the best answers throughout this whole process. I sat down and we talked, and I said, Coach, I know I've been talking to you a lot about traditions. But you need to understand, we sing the Valley song, we ride yellow school buses to the stadium. And he looked at me and goes, do I drive the bus? Because I did that at Blinn College. Do I have to drive the bus? I said, no, Coach, you don't have to drive. It's my pleasure to introduce your next football coach, Mr. Willie Fritz.
All right. Go Eagles! Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Tracy Ham told me during the interview process, Coach, for your press conference, you needed to just say 2 words: triple option. So that was it. But we're going to get into that here a little bit later. I want to thank some people. Obviously, I'm very humbled and honored to be your 9th head football coach here at Georgia Southern University. I want to thank Dr. Keel and his wife, and TK and his wife, and everybody involved in the search committee for really making us feel welcome. This is a tremendous opportunity. I want to thank my family. My wife Susan's right over here. Susan, will you please stand up? I'm very fortunate. I've got the greatest coaching wife in the world, and my kids, my children, Wes, Laney, and Brooke, without their support, we've been unable to make this move. So I just want to make sure I thank them. I want to thank the people at Sam Houston State University. They really did that really supported me. And without the administration, Dr. Gibson, Bobby Williams, our athletic director, my former players, my former coaches, support staff, fans, this opportunity wouldn't have been presented to me to come here to this great institution. So I want to thank everybody at Sam Houston State University as well. What attracted us to Georgia Southern? There's a bunch of things that attracted us to Georgia Southern. Was it the winning records that you had? Yeah, that was very, very attractive to us. I've taken over some programs that have not had winning records, and that's very difficult. That was some of them was attractive to us, but that wasn't the number one reason why we wanted to come here to Georgia Southern. The traditions, as he said before, I actually drove a school bus to the national championship game when I was the defensive coordinator at Coffeyville Community College back in 1990. So I've got some experience doing that. Do I have to go get a Class C license to do that here in the state? But the traditions, I'm going to embrace the traditions. I really think that is really neat what you have going on here. There's not very many schools in the nation who have these type of traditions, and that's something that I'm going to embrace. But that wasn't the number one reason why we wanted to come here. The passionate fans, certainly, that's something that I'm excited about. The other places that I've taken over, we've had to win the fans over, and we had to win a lot of ball games to get fannies in the seats. But that was attractive to us, but it wasn't the number one reason. Facilities. Well, you can just look right out the window here and you see these outstanding facilities that are taking place right now, and that was very attractive to us, but that wasn't the number one reason. The great location. I mean, this is a hotbed for football right here. The state of Georgia has got arguably
Number one
the greatest
reason's gotta be the
football players
money.
in the nation. That was very attractive to me. That wasn't the number one
I would
reason.
think it would rank up
The
there.
reason
Yeah,
that we
it's
really
the unmentionable.
felt like we made
Yeah.
this decision is the people. We came here
And you guys
and
are
really
paying
felt
me.
good about the people. You can have the greatest stadium and facilities and
What do you think?
locations.
They'll say the
without
students.
people, it really isn't
At least
going to
I'd
allow
say
you to
half.
have the success
What you said, half.
that you want a success. So I
say close,
really
at
appreciate
least.
Eagle Nation for embracing my wife and I. When we came
Why would you
here
say no
just
to
the
that?
last couple days, and one of the things we talked about, we feel at home here already. So thank you all very much for making
And
us
better facilities.
feel at home. This is my
Like,
fourth
Mike,
head coaching job
dude, take
in
it.
different schools. The other three schools that I've been the head coach at, the common denominator was that programs were really on a downward spiral. And here at Georgia Southern, that's not the case. The challenge here at Georgia Southern University is to attain the same type of success that you've had at the FCS level at the highest level of competition in college football. That's what our goal is here. We want to go ahead. You ought to clap for that. All I can tell you is I am going to work extremely hard and do the very best job I can. And I want to make everybody at Eagle Nation proud of this football program, which you all are already. And I just see great things happening in the future here at Georgia Southern University. I guess I'll open it up for questions.